Mr. Locario, the bad boy in the dating game, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Coach Corner. I'm here with Marina Margulies. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. And Marina is a matchmaker. And how does that? It's weird because there seems like there's not a lot of matchmakers. You have a lot of just strictly dating coaches, but you're a matchmaker. What specifically does a matchmaker do? For people in the audience that don't know.
Well, I bring men together with women they wouldn't otherwise find. But I do it a little bit differently. My business model is a bit different from everybody else. I run a dating club. And what that means is you can become a member.
Right.
So I will do a lot of extensive coaching with you, figure out what you want or what you need, rather.
Right.
And then based on that, I will introduce you to women. But the introductions are not done one-on-one. So, in other words, clearly, if you're looking for a woman for X amount of years and you come to me, something's wrong, you're not doing something right.
Right.
So I normally do a lot of dating coaching with my guys and with some of my women as well. And then what I do is I introduce you at a social. And a social is just a party. We will close a private room somewhere in Manhattan. I'll invite you. I'll invite some of the women who I'll pre-select for you. And then we have a party. We have a few cocktails, we'll have some food, some conversation. So it's almost like you came to my house for a birthday party and you just happened to meet a woman. So it's done organically, there's no pressure, you don't feel that you're on a first or on a blind date. So once you do take a woman out, you know her. You've met her, you've had conversations with her, you felt some chemistry. So by the time that blind date happens, you two know that there's something that you have in common and that attracts you to each other. And so my clients usually stay around for a while and then they march happily into the sunset with their date.
So do guys kind of like when you're taking on a client, he's a guy and he's like, I want a girlfriend, I want a wife, or I want a couple dates. Is there like a high expectation for it to like happen immediately? Like, do they get disappointed if it doesn't happen? Like, if there's no connection?
Yeah, absolutely. And I do always preface that because if you can find somebody at the first social, you get to come back. We have another party. Or even if you do find somebody that you can come back to another party because that's what we do. New York Socials is all about having a good time because we also offer our clients a social life. We have a lot of clients coming out of a divorce. So if he's been divorced for or rather married for about 20 years, he doesn't really have a life outside of that family life that he no longer has. So here he gets parties to go to. He also has friends built in because we invite clients together and they usually find something in common. So not only do we provide them with a potential match, but also with some buddies that they can have a drink with after work.
So what do you think is the most difficult part about being a matchmaker? Because like I know in this industry it's like there's a lot of difficulties that come along with this business. So what's your opinion? What's your what's the most difficult part about this whole process?
The most difficult part is trying to figure out the difference between the client's wants and his needs and what would be good for him. And somewhere between those three is a golden medium, but you just have to hit it. And that's where being a dating coach helps because you do go through a lot of interviews and a lot of recon missions with a client and a lot of coaching to figure out, okay, well, you say you want A, but let's figure out what you really want. Because I have a lot of men who come to me and said, I want a blonde, she has to be 5'10", she has to weigh, less than 100 pounds, no kids, younger than 35, and I have a list. And then you start to peel off, well, what is it exactly that worked for you? What didn't work for you? And based on that, we can pretty much figure out what it is that he needs. And I've been known to bring in women to a social who the client specifically said, oh, it's not something I would ever want. Guess what? Those are the ones they're usually attracted to. Because I know better.
Because as soon as they get into the situation, it's like a whole different, like you get to see more of
Absolutely. And then there's such thing as chemistry. That's not on anybody's list. When the clients come in and the list is 3 pages long and it's in font 4 and they start reading off one of like 350 points that they must have, the trick is to throw away the list and start with just what is it that attracts you? What is it that you see in a person? Never mind the job or how they look, but what is the first thing that attracts you when you see a woman across the room?
And so what do you think is the difference between matchmaking a guy and matchmaking a woman? Like, what's the...
Well, it's interesting because I don't take on women as clients.
Right. And why is that?
That's a good question. Women tend to, well, two reasons. First and foremost, and this may sound very shallow, but men are looking for younger women who are beautiful.
Right.
And they want to either have a family or have a relationship. But what happens is those women are not looking for matchmakers. Women who do look for matchmakers tend to be older women, either divorced or widows coming out of a relationship. Whatever it may be, they carry a lot of baggage and are very particular. They will analyze and overanalyze every single thing, which is the reason many of them are not married. So I do take on women as clients as a dating coach. I do a lot of dating coaching, relationship coaching with women. However, when it comes to matchmaking, I just don't have men in my database, in my Rolodex, who are necessarily looking for a woman who's in her 50s or 60s. Everybody wants a woman who's younger and educated and brilliant, and you know, they want Claudia Schiffer with a PhD. Right.
So do you ever get clients who, you know, guys who are like, hey, I just want a really hot girl to have a lot of sex with?
Well, they don't normally put it that way. They'll just say something like, I'm not looking for marriage. But many of my clients are not, you know, because a relationship is different to different people. A lot of people no longer look for marriage. They don't need that piece of paper. They just couldn't care less. They just want a partner, a companion. But I do have some, let me just preface that I do get some funny phone calls where I have to explain, I'm not a madam, I'm a matchmaker. There is a difference. Some people don't get the difference. About a month ago, I had a phone call from Mexico. Somebody's secretary said my client is coming in, or rather, my boss is coming in, and he's looking for a woman to accompany him. I said, wrong number, wrong number. So that's what you're looking for. New York Socials is definitely not for you. But if you are looking for a relationship, and we do have some men who come in and say, listen, I just need to have a companion. I'm not looking for a committed relationship. You'd be shocked how many women I have that will come to me and specifically say, you know what, I'm just looking for a companion. Somebody I can go to the theater with, somebody to have dinner with, somebody to call in every now and then, and short of, you know, I stop at booty calls, I don't want to know if that's what you're going to do. But you'd be shocked how many women are looking for the same thing. They're not looking for marriage.
That's true, that's true. And so where can people, you know, find you, you know, if a guy wants to, you know, get your services, if any ladies want any dating coaching, where do they find you? Like, let's see.
Well, I actually have two websites. I have my matchmaking website, which is www.nysocials.com. And I also have a free dating advice website, and that's thedatingdog.com. And on there, you can ask questions. They can be answered in minutes, sometimes hours. You could also read articles on a whole slew of subjects if you're a guy or a girl looking for some dating advice. And you can talk to other people who are on the website just to exchange experiences and ask whatever it is that you need to ask, not of the dating coach, but of each other.
Cool, nice, nice. So Marina, thank you for being on the Coach Corner.
Thank you for having me.
You are awesome. And guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in next episode. We are out of here. And remember, guys, the truth is inside you. Peace. We are gone. Later.